Alrighty guys, so what I do first is I always use this first, and I take the spoolie end, okay, and then you're just going to brush through your brows and make them all even, nice and combed. Okay, so what I have as a trick is you're going to start right here at the end and just lightly follow that line. Now you're going to lightly follow the line on top. I always feel that when I first started doing makeup and I started doing my brows, I would always use a heavy hand on the bottom and the top, and it just doesn't look as natural. So very, very light. And then you're going to go up just to follow like the natural hairs. So what I have found to be almost foolproof is when you're taking the line from the bottom of your lash, or your eyebrow, lash, same thing, the bottom of your brow, right here, you're going to follow that line and take it straight up. So see, started here, straight up, right around here. There is where I'm going to actually start to curve or arch the brow in that point. So we're just going to take this and see, right here is where we decided we're going to arch. Then flick it out at the end. So here's where our arch is going to be. Now see, I have no hair right here in this area. No hairs. So I have to basically fill in that spot or else it'll look cray-cray. So we're just, again, really lightly. Do not put too much force on because you can always build up. It's really hard to take off without, you know, having just to take off the whole brow again. And this is $21. Trust me, you will want to make this work for a very long time. So again, really, really lightly. Now see, in this part right here, it's like extra dark. I pressed too hard, so I'm just going to take this end and you're just going to spread out that product a little bit more evenly. Also, this part you can actually put some force into it because I feel like if you put some force into it, it definitely will help blend that product out better into your brow. Okay. So I'm going to go back up on here and just kind of give that, you know, eyebrow shape a little bit better in this area right here. Also, I do like having a darker brow in this area right here. So I do go in and I do darken it up just a little bit. Make it a little bit more defined. But since now that I just have like that basic fill in, you know, it's pretty easy to just get in there, darken it up. Make a little bit more defined. Also, I've noticed when you are doing your eyebrows, do not keep the mirror like right in here, right here. You don't want to do that. So you're just going to keep the mirror maybe about this far. This far? You're going to keep the mirror this far from your face. So you can see kind of like both brows to see like where you're doing, like where you are in your face and stuff. So you're going to do that. This is actually really hard for me because I wear glasses and I do not wear contacts at all. So when I'm trying to do my brows, sometimes I'm really squinting and I'm getting really close just to be able to see. So it can be a struggle. I'm gonna fix the front part a little bit just to fill it in. Again, do not go in with a strong hand. And I feel like I keep saying that, and that's why I feel like most girls do go wrong, is they're just going in so hard and putting so much force into it right away just to get it done. It does take time to do your brows. I mean, it's not the fastest part of the whole face. I feel like putting foundation on is faster than putting some brows on, especially if you want them to look good. You know, it's not going to be real quick. Continue to just spread out. It's like doing a good smoky eye. A good smoky eye takes some time. It takes, you know, putting a little bit of products, blending it, putting a little bit of product, blending. And that's exactly what it is with this. Put a little bit of product, blend, little product, blend. Okay. Now, look at the difference between this brow and this brow. I feel like this brow is my good brow, but this one is definitely my bad brow. So you see how it does go lighter to a little bit darker at the end. Always keep your brow from right here. So this area here. Don't go any farther because then your eyebrows will look cray-cray and they will look close together. Close. And you do not want that, girl. You try all your life not to get a unibrow and then you're just going to put them on like this close together. It looks terrible. Do not do that. So you're going to keep that from here. And this part of your nose is straight up. You can see it's right there. Now you're going to take this, slant it, and there's where your arch should be. And here, it should be where the end is. So that's how I figured out how to make that little cheat, is when you're taking this and you're going straight, here's where your arch should always be. Right in this area right here. If you always follow that, I promise you, you'll always have your arch in the right spot. You will never, that even goes to when you are plucking your eyebrows. If you just take this straight across, right here, this is about where your arch will be. See? Full proof. Promise. Works every time. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do my other brow. And it's the same thing. Take your brow wiz and just... I may be making the ugliest faces right now, by the way. We all do. And don't judge me because I know all of you guys make ugly faces when you're doing your makeup. Alright, so you... Same thing, other side. Start at the bottom of the brow. Very lightly. Broken record, I know. Okay. Now, remember what I said. You're going to take this when you're making that little line across here. Go all the way up. Right here. See? From here up. Right here is where we're going to arch the brow. So I just work on that. Again, you're going to make some upward motions with this, so, and then blend it out. I feel like my eyebrow hairs decide to move just by like doing this. Again, very lightly. Very light hand. go in right here. And I only am going in this way with a very, very, very light hand, because then you start to get that really boxy look, especially if you go in here and you're just like one straight line across. It starts to look boxy, and there's no way around that. So very lightly, just to keep basically the shape of the brow. And then we're going to go in and we're just going to spoolie, or blend the eyebrows, I like to call it. Then I'm going to darken the rest of the brow. Tick, 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 tick. I'm like covering half my face trying to do this with this thing. Like, I promise you, like I said, I wear glasses and I feel like I am always just like right in here trying to do this. So, sorry, dogs is like right underneath this table with me. So, I feel like the front of the eyebrow is like the hardest thing to do. Because ain't nobody trying to have that boxy eyebrow shenanigans that I feel like was in forever. And I will hook up a picture to the first time I tried doing my eyebrows. I think I started doing my eyebrows maybe like 2 years ago when I started my first airline, and nobody told me that my eyebrows were like out of whack. Like, my eyebrows were crazy. And I will link up a picture because, girl, those eyebrows were definitely Walmart. Like, if there was a place worse than Walmart, that's where those eyebrows belonged. In that section, in the junk section, in the clearance section, because those eyebrows were crazy bad. Like, I feel like those pictures you see, like, of the worst eyebrows in America, that's what they are. And that's exactly where they are in that. So, let's just not talk about eyebrows of 2014. Continue. Again, eyebrows do take a while, and I feel like, especially when you're just starting, if it takes you a long time to do your eyebrows, do not feel bad. Like, I feel like if you want to master it, it's just something that takes time. With, as in anything, if you want to get a math problem down, it takes time to learn it. So don't feel bad if they don't look exactly how you like them the first time. Yeah. Who's texting me? Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. So this is basically the final outcome of just using this. So I'm done with this. I have finished. But as you can see, this eyebrow here is definitely bigger than this one. And that just happens to be on how I got them waxed, unfortunately. So we're going to go in here and we're going to fix it. And it's so easy to fix. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe and Bare Skin. And I actually took the topper off because I'm running out of this. And I love it. And I just don't feel like ordering anything right now. It takes time to get here, and then whatever. You guys understand. So I'm going to go in with this and just very lightly. Like, I feel like there's almost no product on this. First of all, no product. Also, second key point to doing the conceal to clean up, do not use a concealer that is too white for your skin. It looks like ash around your eyebrows, and it does not look cute. It makes your eyebrows stand out even more. They don't look real, and the point of this is to make your eyebrows look a little bit more natural, as I like to say, than, you know, having these white halos around your eyes. So I go in with something that's really, really, really close to my skin color, at least around my eyes. So we're going to go in with this, and I like to start out down here just to get all the excess product off. And then, see, we're going to follow that line. Not go in the line, but follow the line. Again, I go under here, to get all that excess product off. But I also don't want to waste the product. So I actually use this as a eyeshadow primer on top of it. 2 in 1, I'm telling you. You're just going to line the brows. Also, something that I do not do is fix them up on the top of the eyebrow, unless if I do something like really stupid, like I have it like all the way out here. But even then, I'll take a makeup wipe and I will just clean it up there, because again, we're not going for those halos around our eyebrows. So just fill it in. Okay, since I had so much product on this one, I can actually use this on this side too. And as I was saying, you see how much bigger? It's just a lot bigger in this area. And again, that's just how my eyebrows are. That's how it is at this point, how I got them plucked. So we're going to try to make it look a little bit smaller, kind of comparable to this one. So what I do is I take this and I use the concealer just a little bit higher up than I did on here. Just a little bit. Again, this is just to get them a little bit more even, since my eyebrows are looking a little bit like a strange cousins at this point. So again, bring the rest of it down here. Use it as an eyeshadow primer. But you see, now they're a little bit better. Again, I can't really fix that situation since the person who did my eyebrows decided to throw some shade on me. And then we're just going to smooth the concealer around the eye. I feel like I put too much on this side. Okay. Nice. Look at those eyebrows. Okay. So next I'm going to take my Morphe E30 brush. They did discontinue this color of brush, but you can see it's very fluffy brush. And I love this brush to do this point because it's just perfect. I don't like this for blending, and I think this is what it's for, but I have really small eyelids in this area, and this thing don't work for all that. So I will take this. Also, when they did bring back this, it's now brown at the tip, and I do not like it. Like, it makes brushes look dirty. And so I've been saving this thing for its dear life because I'm scared. I don't want to buy the new one. So now I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to go into Tempura. So I'm giving you like a nice little glow here. And then, here we go. It's a Modern Renaissance palette, and this color right here is a very bone color. I want to do 2 different kinds, so I'm going to go in with this matte color to set the bone, and then I'm going to go in with, I'm actually going to go in with this color right here, Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. I'm pretty sure I'm giving you guys a glare. We're going here. Champagne Pop. Take some of this color right here, just a little bit. Both sides. Tap some off. And what we're going to do is just tap it and then spread it around, and you're going to set your whole eye, but you're just starting up here first. And just set the whole eye. See? Alright. I'm going to go in here. Same thing, go in with the tempura, start up here in this area right here. and then work your way down just to set the entire eye. And this brush does a really good job of like making sure everything is nice and blended and making a nice palette for your eyeshadow that you're going to do. Okay, now if you're going in for just like a highlight, you can keep this as it is, you know, put on some wings, you know, do your eyeshadow look, or you can put in a nice little highlight, which I'm going to go in, like I said, with the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. Just have a little bit on there, a little bit, and we're going to add it just to the brow bone. Don't put it all over, because then you're going to have like a nice, like, shiny eye. Just to the brow bone, right up here. Gonna go in again. I look extra oily today. I put on like this moisturizer. It works. It was like $1.50. I think it's Pond's. Again, I'm gonna go up here just with a little bit of the Champagne Pop. So gorgeous. And now to set the entire eyebrow, you're just going to take your clear brow gel. Okay. And then you're just going to brush that through. And this is like glue or like hairspray. Like you put hairspray on your hair to like, you know, keep your hairs in place. This keeps your brow hairs in place all day. And you just push them. Like that. Woohoo. And that's basically it. You know, of course, mine are not perfect at all. Do not, if you're going to comment down below and say, oh, your eyebrows aren't perfect, they aren't. And they're never going to be. Everybody has different brow days. I'm not even too sure how I feel about this brow day. No, they're okay today. If you're having a bad brow day, don't worry about it. It happens, and it happens to all of us, and it really does. So, girl, just put it on, fake it till you make it. This is how I do mine every day. And like I said, key points of this were just make sure that you're using a concealer to clean up the area that is really, really close to your skin. Like really close. So you don't have the halo look. Again, with the Brow Wiz, you're just taking from here, going up. There's exactly where you're going to start making the line. Okay, and then just follow it with the top part. And then setting with a really good powder or eyeshadow or something that, you know, matches kind of your skin tone too. Again, not making the halo eye effect that I highly despise or whatever. Alrighty guys, so that was my brow tutorial. This is exactly how I do my brows every day that I actually put on makeup. About to head to the gym. If you would like to see more videos, give me a thumbs up.